right? Let's talk tariffs. In the simplest terms, a tariff is like a border wall for goods. It's a tax on things coming into a country. Imagine you're buying a delicious wheel of cheese from France. That cheese has to cross a border to get to your plate. And Trump's tariffs? They're like making that cheese pay a cover charge just to exist in America. Now, Trump isn't the first president to slap tariffs on imports. But after 2017, he went full tariffzilla, slapping them on everything from steel to washing machines. His reasoning, he said it was to protect American jobs and businesses. He claimed other countries were taking advantage of the US in trade deals, and he wanted to bring manufacturing back to America. It was all part of his America First agenda. But like a dodgy self-tanner, tariffs can have some pretty nasty side effects. Trump's tariffs were like a buffet, but instead of food, it was taxes on imports. He really went to town. One of his first moves was targeting steel and aluminum. In 2018, he put a 25% tariff on imported steel and a 10% tariff on aluminum. Then came the big one, tariffs on goods from China. We're talking billions and billions of dollars worth of stuff. Electronics, clothes, furniture, you name it, it probably got hit with a tariff. These tariffs weren't just a slap on the wrist. They were like a full-on trade war with China. Both countries kept raising tariffs on each other's goods. And guess who ends up paying the price in a trade war? That's right, folks, consumers and businesses. Prices went up on everything from cars to washing machines. American farmers lost access to important markets for their products. And some companies had to close their doors because of the tariffs. Now, you might be thinking, surely tariffs have worked before, right? Well, let's just say history isn't exactly on Trump's side here. Remember the Great Depression? Yeah, not a fun time. Well, one of the contributing factors was a little something called the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930. This act slapped huge tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods. The result? Other countries retaliated with their own tariffs. Global trade plummeted. And the Great Depression got even worse. Fast forward to the early 2000s. Remember President George W. Bush? He also tried his hand at tariffs, imposing them on imported steel in 2002. The result? You guessed it. Retaliation from other countries, job losses in the US, and eventually Bush had to back down. So, yeah, history shows us that tariffs are like playing with fire. You might think you're in control, but they can quickly spiral out of control and burn everyone. The problem with tariffs is that they're a blunt instrument. They might seem like a quick fix, but they often create more problems than they solve. They can lead to higher prices for consumers, job losses, and economic uncertainty. So what's the alternative? Well, for starters, we need to get serious about negotiating fair trade deals that benefit everyone. That means working with other countries instead of constantly threatening them with tariffs. We also need to invest in education and job training programs to help workers who are displaced by globalization. And we need to diversify our supply chains so that we're not so reliant on any one country. The bottom line is this: tariffs are a dangerous game, and we need to be very careful about playing it. Otherwise, we risk hurting the very people we're trying to help. And that's the truth, folks.